I have created an exe of the program which can run on any Windows device without needing Python to be installed. The same technique can be used for Linux machines. However, I had trouble moving the Python files to the VM. This is a link showing the process of how to make the Linux executable. Note that no icon image is used. I have implemented the principle of least privilege with the use of double underscores being the Python equivalent of privatizing these class variables. This ensures code outside this class can't modify them. The values of these variables can be accessed outside this class by using the getVar method, which returns the requested variable. Information hiding encapsulation can be seen in the main.py file, where the methods are called in such a way as to give an understanding of what is going on while hiding the implementation details. The level of coupling is fairly low as only the necessary information is returned by the methods. The only dependence these methods have is sharing class variables. However, the use of event-driven programming minimizes the problems this may cause. The level of cohesion is moderate due to the use of function-oriented programming, resulting in methods for small things like getting the position of the cursor. However, no unnecessary methods are ever run, and no unnecessary information is returned from methods. A top-down, function-oriented design approach was taken when designing this program. Once the required functionality was identified, test-driven development was used to implement them. The first two game modes were not implemented with OOP as I wasn't confident in my ability to use OOP. However, refactoring the code for OOP gave me a better understanding of how it worked, so I was able to make the third game mode with OOP. I decided to keep the first two game modes in the same model and view as they share a similar layout, and it would be a good example of using the state pattern. I decided to use the MVC architecture as this program has a UI and I am more experienced with MVC than other architectures. Due to my use of function-oriented programming, there are too many methods to make the repository architecture viable. As this game is not a web app and has no leaderboard, a client-server architecture is unnecessary. The three-tier architecture wouldn't be possible as this program doesn't use a database, nor does it run over a network. The general hierarchy pattern can be seen in how the color model inherits from the game model. The main reason this is done is to show the use of inheritance, as it is a common element in some workshops. I feel the use of inheritance was unnecessary and resulted in reused and overly complex code. The state pattern is used to allow the same methods to be used for both the regular and text-based game mode. This program is primarily event-driven with callbacks occasionally used. An example of this is how the playStill method in GameView runs the grid method, which resides in the game model file. The grid method then returns an array with the data which defines whether the grid is square-based or hex-based. The use of MVC is useful when creating programs with a GUI and many different methods. It not only helps organize all the code, it also helps others understand what your code does. Good software design requires effective documentation and models to clearly present how the program will work without requiring any technical skills. The purpose of this is to eliminate the communication difficulties found between technologists and business people. This is a class diagram of the final version of the program.